Welcome to Uriah Heep, the Magician's Podcast. I'll be covering every studio song the band has recorded and every bonus track that I can find. Each week we'll go over a new song from the beginning to where they are currently, and as they keep adding albums, I'll keep adding shows. Let the deep dive party begin.
In the magic garden, some were singing, some were dancing.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Uriah Heep, the Magician's Podcast. I am your host, Scott Haskin, here on this fan-based, band-endorsed podcast covering the entire recording catalog of Uriah Heep. We are on episode 3 of season 30, covering their 25th studio album, the just-released Chaos in Color. So far, this album has shaped up to be pretty damn amazing as far as I'm concerned. Cannot wait to see where the rest of it goes. So song 3, which we're on today, is called Hail the Sunrise. Let's just jump right in. I love this already. The really strong Hammond organ with the distorted guitar. The bass is really thick in there. And then those kick drums just sound so good. I love how poppy the snare drum is without, cracking my ear. The volume levels are really good on this so far. And it's just such a cool opening. It's almost like a passage in Gypsy, where it's just playing the riff and they're just going and you just feel the intensity and the grinding of it. I really dig this so far. Bernie sounds great, man. His voice is a little lower on this song, but it sounds really good, very strong. Another one where not a big lyrics guy, but I'm kind of intrigued as to what our story is here. Feels like it could be a lot of different things. My first thing that my mind goes to, of course, is Egypt. And just like thinking about the Egyptians building the pyramids and how the slaves were treated and all that, at least what we believe. The jury's still out on that one. But very interesting. And I love that the music is, doesn't need to be strong. Heap is really good at backing off when the vocals are there to allow the vocals to come through. They'll sometimes put fillers in between the lines, but they're really good at letting the vocals shine and the story come through, which I like. I also like those little gentle tom hits that we're getting from Russell there. That's pretty cool.
A sacred stone circle to praise the God's world. Hail the sunrise, shine the dawn, praise the solstice, all is reborn.
Okay, that was a kick-ass pre-chorus, wasn't it? I love the pitch increases on that. Very interesting, really unexpected too. In the chorus, I'm definitely hearing more organ than guitar. I feel like there's some dynamics that we might be missing that Mick is playing there. At least what I'm hearing through my headphones anyway. I always have to say that because every listening device is going to give you different sonic properties. That's the big challenge with being a mixer these days. So many people are listening on like AirPods and different earbuds, and there's some that are really great quality and there's some that are awful. There's studio headphones that sound amazing and some that are kind of questionable. But anyway, that's what I'm hearing in these headphones. But I really like it. We go like right into that classic vocal layering that we're so used to from Bernie, and a really powerful chorus.
This will be a place of love, a sacred stone circle
I think I might have been close with the Egyptian theme, though I'm going to move the story to England and say that this could very well be about Stonehenge. It might be about something completely non-existent too, just completely out of the minds of the creators of the song. I don't know. I don't have any documentation on it, of course. Brand new album coming out, but I'll be interested to see if I can get a little background on this one because the story is intriguing. And like I said, you guys know me; I'm not much of a lyrics guy. But again, kick-ass pre-chorus. It's so short, like you want more of it, but it's kind of good that it's so short because then the next time it comes up, it's like it's exciting again. You really want to hear it. You haven't been overloaded with it over and over again, or having had it gone on too long and burning out. It's like you just want more. I really like how patient this song is too, because it's not like, Russell's doing these grandiose drum fills, some very simple stuff. He's really laying back, just letting the story come through, giving that room for Bernie and letting the music shine. Nothing aggressive from really anybody. There's not a lot of fills coming in from Mick or Dave or Phil. Really interesting. I love when bands that have the ability to just overplay everything massively. I mean, they have the technical skills to do that. I love when they know how to play for the song, and that's something these guys definitely know how to do, and they're doing a great job of showing that here. I wouldn't be surprised if, as the song goes on, because we're 2 minutes into a 4-minute and 23-second song, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, towards the end of it, maybe if there's like a repeating chorus or something, that they put some fill-ins there, but or let the song build up to something like that. That could work very well. We shall see. But for now, I really like that it's laid back.
We trod in this place, ancestors before us for years. Built on our faith, made with our blood, sweat and tears. A place for the living and for the dead, so they may rest.
I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing, but I'm hearing the main organ, that sort of non-distorted organ sound. But behind that, very gently blended in, I'm hearing just whispers of a distorted organ in there that's blended so beautifully. But that's interesting, very intriguing. I'm not hearing what Mick is doing during this point. He might not be playing, which is definitely interesting as well. But I love the sound of the blended organs there. Okay, a lot to unpack in that section. Again, I love the trade-off in the solos. That's really cool because they're both great solo artists, both Phil and Mick. I really love that it just started out with that really powerful organ and a killer sound on that, and then going into the very powerful guitar, which took us on a bit of a journey. But behind that, of course, you've got Russell backing up the band. But what Davey's playing is really interesting too, because he's doing a lot of slides on the neck. And I love that tone he's getting. It's amazing. It's got the depth and the low end, but you can also hear it very cleanly. It's not muddy. It really stands out, and it really helps move the song along. Instead of playing like eighth notes or quarter notes or something, he's really doing something interesting that takes the song in a really different feel. Almost, I'm going to say, almost like an Egyptian feel, even though this isn't, like the typical Egyptian style that we've heard in rock music before with the Middle Eastern strings and all that, but it just has a similar feel to it. And I really love what that brings out in the song. It's amazing how one little change like that can just change the entire feel of a song. And what Dave's bringing is extremely important here.
Stone circle to praise the God's world. Hail the sunrise, shine the dawn. Praise the solstice, all is reborn. Hail the sunrise, shine the dawn. Praise the solstice, all is reborn.
I really like the unexpected no nonsense of this. You know, as soon as the chorus is done, boom, we're right back into it again. There's no musical interlude or anything at all. It's just right back into it. And still we get a almost 4.5-minute song. Love the feel of that. I really love the feel of that dropped back version of the chorus, the almost spoken word part. I almost feel like there's a bunch of people gathered around and they're waiting for the sunrise, and there's somebody that's kind of the master of ceremonies, if you will, and they're just sitting there listening as the sun begins to crest on the horizon. Really beautiful imagery that this song brings out, but musically it's so powerful without grinding, without having that fast playing or anything like that. No intense drum fills, just very nicely played stuff that fits in with the song without taking you out of the mood of it. A really patient and well done song.
Sunrise, shine the dawn, praise the solstice, all is reborn.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to say this is a classic Heep song, and I guess the structure of it in that way, especially this last section, really is. It's very reminiscent of songs like Gypsy that would have a pattern like this where the guitar is playing a really nice rhythm. And now I'm hearing what Mick is doing in that section. He's just playing some very strong chords. And then the organ is kind of pulling the melody that's not really a melody. It's basically just some, a chord and then a run down on the keyboard and then repeat. It's very simple, but it sounds so powerful. And I really love that we've got that great Hammond organ sound featured so prominently on this song, because I think it really works well. Another kick-ass song. So we're 3 for 3, which of course, I mean, that's not all that surprising. But a song like this, I mean, this definitely shows a comfortability in writing, a very comfortable working unit in the studio, and a band that is 100% firing on all cylinders. I almost feel like they added cylinders just to fire on more. That's how much I like the song. Great job, guys. And, here we go again, another fantastic Uriah Heep song. So that was Hail the Sun. I can't even speak anymore. That's how excited I am. Hail the Sunrise from Uriah Heep, the third track off of Chaos and Colors. This is Tuesday, and I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday with another episode of the Magicians Podcast. Cheers. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Uriah Heep, the Magicians Podcast. If you have enjoyed this show, please consider going over to Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast outlet, leaving a rating or a review. Be sure to subscribe to make sure that you are notified when new episodes are available. Please be sure to share this podcast with your fellow Uriah Heep enthusiasts and anyone who you think would like Uriah Heep, which should be everyone. And if you are so inclined, please feel free to contribute to the Patreon account. And if you are not a Patreon subscriber, you can also pay through the PayPal link on the website listed in the show links below. I would also like to thank Uriah Heep for their very generous support of the show, and thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. Happy days!